they have an 81-year-old mother who has a will that was legally executed in Texas, and now she lives in Florida. And the question, should mom, 81-year-old mom, have the will rewritten or updated?
And the answer to that is yes. You want to take mom to an estate planning attorney like the Olsen Law Group in Orlando, and here's a few reasons why. Number one, when we do a will for people, we do some other related documents. We do a living will, pull the plug, don't keep you alive by machines. We do a healthcare surrogate. We do a financial power of attorney. Those are important parts to your estate planning. And even though the Texas will is valid here in the state of Florida, those three other documents are specific to Florida state law. So we need to get, at a minimum, we need to get those documents done. And those are documents that we'd be using during your mom's lifetime. And then upon her death, only then are we looking at her will. Number two, she's got a will, great and wonderful, but a will has nothing to do with avoiding probate. So we need to talk to her about what assets she owns and give her steps that she might take to avoid probate so that when she passes away, her wealth will pass to her kids simple, easy, and inexpensive.
Exactly. And Tom, all of those reasons that you just gave are important, that at a minimum is to go to an estate planning attorney to have it reviewed.
Exactly.
There are some times and on occasion where the will may be okay. Once in a while, we don't update the will. Almost always we're updating the other related documents that you talked about, and almost always we are talking to mom about what steps she needs to take to avoid probate, because very often that has not been done.
We have talked before that how many times have we had people say, hey, mom passed away and she owned a home and some bank accounts. She's got a will. Her will says when she dies, everything goes to me. Doesn't everything automatically go to me? And we're going to say, no, it does not automatically. She's got a will. It's going to require probate to get it out of her name and into your name. So there's nothing automatic about it,
Right.
unless we take the steps necessary to avoid probate.
That's one of the probably the biggest misconceptions, is that people think it's automatic. And Tom, exactly like you were saying, there's nothing automatic about it. It requires probate and or steps. If somebody passed away and didn't take care of it while they were alive, then it's going to require probate and other steps that people often find to be pretty challenging.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if we take the steps necessary to avoid probate, then we can use that term. If we take steps necessary to avoid probate for your
Absolutely.
mom and your mom passes away, then it is true
It's
that her assets will automatically go to you. No headaches, no hassles, no probate. But you have to take steps to make that happen.
right. And you have to take those steps while mom is alive.
Now, some people may be out there saying, Tom, hey, I'd like to know more about this. How do we avoid probate? And good news, we've got a booklet for you. That booklet is called, believe it or not, Easy Ways to Avoid Probate. And guess what, folks? We wrote it. And we wrote it in such a way that it is easy to understand. It is not a bunch of legalese. And it's got nice, big, easy to read font. And it's relatively short.
Yes.
And so we would love to mail
Super
you.
starting point.
Yeah, we'd love to mail you that booklet, Easy Ways to Avoid Probate. And when you order booklets from the Olsen Law Group in Orlando, now they now come with 2 free sweet treats, one for you and one for your love, or one for you and one to share. Or you keep them both if you want.
Either way, it comes with 2 sweet treats for you to enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. If you want our booklet on easy ways to avoid probate and how to protect your life savings from nursing homes, you can go to our website, olsenlawgroup.com, and just scroll down on page 1. You'll see a picture of those booklets, and all you have to do is give us your name and mailing address. We'll get those in the mail to you. Or if you're not so good about the computer, don't worry about it. Call the Olsen Law Group in Orlando next week. Lydia's at our front desk. She will answer the phone. She'll get your name and mailing address and get those in the mail to you.
And that phone number is 407 423 5561. And if you call that number, you can call anytime, because of course you can leave a message for Lydia to return if it's over the weekend. Otherwise, she will of course be answering the phone, and you can give your name and mailing address, and she will get those booklets out to you. So again, 407 423 5561. Call anytime to order your booklets, or you can go online to olsenlawgroup.com, OLSEN lawgroup.com. Right there on our homepage, you can order them and we will get them out to you next week.